All right, so what's going on YouTube? It's your boy, the Fellow Moto here, and I'm going to be doing some basic maintenance on the GSX-R750. Mine is a 2025. This will cover 2011 all the way to current. When in doubt, bust your manual out. If you don't have it, look online and try to get that. It's going to give a lot of information that people are usually asking or Googling and stuff like that. And as you see right here, I'm already on the spark plug page. You can go ahead and pause the video if you want to take a look. But I went ahead and ordered the NGK 9 right here to throw back into the bike. Those are iridium plugs. Now, if you wonder why I am changing my plugs, if you take a look here, this is the maintenance chart that usually comes with your bike. If you don't, go ahead and pause this, take a screenshot, but you can see right there, it says spark plugs, and then you will see a R underneath 7,500 miles. Now, this bike currently does have roughly 7,500 miles on it, so we're gonna go ahead and knock that out. As always, if you're watching the video and this helps you out, please hit that like and subscribe button and leave some comments down there. I like to have conversations with you all, and thank you for viewing. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get the tank exposed. So you're going to have these plastic covers right here on your bike on both sides that are going to let you access the bolts that are holding the seat in place. And then you're going to have two bolts up here that are holding your tank down. Now, your bike should have came with a small toolbox that's underneath the tail end, the back seat, that will fit both of these hexes. I like to use one of these pry tools in order to get this off. Just makes it a little bit simpler, but you can do it with your hands. Just be careful. You don't have to rip at it or anything like that. It is meant to come off. There's Velcro on. There is Velcro at 2 points on this. Cool. So let me turn the camera. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but right here is going to be your seat bolts, and it's going to be the exact same on the opposite side. You're going to want to loosen these up as well as the. All right, so with the provided wrench that comes in the back of the bike, I'm going to go ahead and loosen these bad boys up. Okay, so like I said before, I like to use a cargo strap in order to hold the tank up. It works out better for me because it's not in the way. Like if you utilized a board or a screwdriver or the actual holders that you can purchase, I prefer this method. To each their own. This is just my little advice to you. It shouldn't fall on you while you're working right here in this airbox. All right, so next what we're going to do is go ahead and start getting access to our airbox. All right, cool. So the next step is going to be removing these Phillip heads, which are holding the actual airbox down. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have 8 around the edge, and then you'll have 2 in here. Cool. And then once you get those, your box should come right out. Now, as I was saying before, this is a perfect time for you to change your air filter and inspect your air filter if you have changed it recently. So you just slide her out, take a look. My airbox is clean as could be. All right, cool. So next you're going to want to grab your hex wrench and you're going to be loosening up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts located on your intake stacks here. So be extremely careful because you literally have access to drop stuff into the engine. Just take your time. There's no rush. You already own the bike. One thing I always suggest having on hand when you're doing this stuff yourself is one of these. Nice little magnetic tool. You drop something, you stick it to it, you pick it up. No harm, no foul. Just remember how you take these out is how you're going to put them back. By the way, the taller ones are on the inside right here, shorter on the outside. Pretty sure it's only going to go one way, but can never be too careful. All right, so you're definitely going to have some hoses here on the back. They're holding on to the airbox. Grab you some pliers. Connect right here. You can unplug your ECU if you really want to. Like, it's not that serious. There you go. There you go. You want to get your ECU out of the way? There it is. So right here where my finger is where the intake duct is connecting the bottom part of the intake box. It's a rubber piece. Just take your time with it. Don't just rip it out. It will come out. Just wiggle it and move it around. I apologize. My microphone had died. So as you can see here, I did end up getting the lower part of the airbox out. Just take your time and wiggle it out. You're going to notice two screws on the left and right side of where the ductwork connects for the intake. You don't need to take those out. Once you remove the lower part of this airbox, it's going to expose the ignition coils, which sit on top of your spark plugs. There will be 4 of them, as I'm going to show you here. So as you can see right here, I'm pointing to the ignition coils for your spark plugs, and there's going to be 4 of them. So these are going to be the locations for all 4 cylinders right here. The ignition coils are sitting on top, and they'll be connected with the wires. So first thing we're going to do is disconnect the wires. Then we'll carefully wiggle out the ignition coils, which will expose our spark plug. All right, so here are the brand new NGK Iridium spark plugs for the bike, 4 of them total. And then I also have a spark plug socket removal and install. I would highly suggest getting one of these. They're magnetic at the tip of them, so it holds the plug when you're pulling it out and inserting them. And then you have a swivel end right here just in case the angle isn't right for a straight up and down socket. 16 millimeters, this is going to do the trick and it's going to save you a lot of headache. Definitely get one. All right, so go ahead and grab your ratchet and your spark plug socket. I have a small extension here which helps out in order to pull that spark plug out of that cylinder. So first thing I do, I go ahead and I set the socket into the cylinder on top of the spark plug just to make sure that I am seated properly. And then I will attach the ratchet to the socket, lefty loosey, righty tighty. It doesn't take a lot of force to break them loose and to pull out the socket. And here it comes right now. Boom. And there it is, stuck to the socket, as I said before, because it's magnetic. All right, go ahead and grab your new NGK spark plug. Now, the GSX-R750 calls for a gap of 0.031 through 0.035. The NGK spark plugs that I have here are pre-gaps to 0.031. You do want to go ahead and check those before installing. I did not show that, but these are at 0.031. It's also important to know that you do not want to put grease or anti-seize on these spark plug threading. NGK on their website says do not do this because they are already coated so that they do not seize up. Make sure that you torque these down properly and you do not over tighten. All right, so I grabbed my torque wrench, and what we're going to do is torque that to 8 foot-pounds of torque. you're going to repeat the steps for each spark plug for each cylinder. So there's 4 total. So the same steps that you just did for that first one, you're going to repeat that 3 more times. When you're putting it back together, just do everything in reverse. So if you need to rewind the video and go back to the steps I was doing, but you'll start with getting this box back in. You are going to struggle with getting the ducts to line up. It is what it is. I want to do a change. So remember I was talking about that screw needing to take that out. You don't need to do that. You can leave it on and get this box back in just fine. So the steps getting it back in are going to be in reverse. So get the box in, get your stacks in, get those bolted down. Do not forget to plug that back in right here, okay? Don't forget your hoses, which are right here. Don't forget to plug your hoses back on, okay? And just do everything in reverse. I appreciate everybody